Hi everyone, good day. So is this my next 100-mile-an-hour contender right here? I took the Zelos out once this year and it flipped. For those of you that haven't seen the video, check it out. I broke one of the drives. It really goes to say a lot about pro boat hardware. This boat has 1,000,000 runs on it. It has 1,000 flips on it. I've had it since 2016 or 2017, and I've never broke any hardware on it. But I broke one of the drives for the first time, and the boat has been out of commission for quite a few months. And this is where this puppy comes in, because I had a little bit of a void and I needed another fast boat that I could mix it up with. So let's turn the camera off. Let's get this thing out of the box. I'll turn the camera back on and let's take a look. How did you fit that boat in that little box? Alright, so this isn't the 100-mile-an-hour contender, but this video is special, I think. This is TFL's biggest boat. It's a 56-inch Genesis. I'm sure you've seen a few recently. There hasn't been much videos of these online until recently. But 56 inches long, 1,400 millimeters, I guess that would be. 1,400 millimeters long, 140 centimeters. It has a push-pull rudder on it. It has through-hull cooling. It has two big pop can motors. (5684) 1000 kV. Has some oilers on the cables. This thing was ready to run. Came with a servo. Came with a radio, BS6 receiver. It has two ProMarine TFL 300 amp speed controllers. They are good from 3 to 16S. That gets a lot of people into trouble, I think, because they look at the ratings on the speed controller and they figure that the motor can take the same, and that's not the case. You know, just because your speed controller can do 6S don't mean the motor will. But 3 to 16S speed controllers. It's fiberglass. It's Kevlar reinforced, and unlike some of the Kevlar inlays that go to about here, this one actually goes all the way to the front. I got some upgraded battery trays that slide back and forth. It has 1/4-inch cables. And I've said this before, all TFL boats, the props spin outward. I can't do it holding the camera, but if you look from the back, the props spin outward. The tops of the props spin out. Every TFL boat, Zonda, Cheetah, Apparition, any TFL boat that's a twin, they all spin outwards. So put your props on outwards. But here it is. Quick look. Look at it next to the Zelos. It makes the Zelos look like a little toy. Thing's pretty big. It's not as wide as the big Zelos, the Zelos 48, but it's quite a bit longer. Alright, so we can't really do an unboxing video without actually doing an unboxing, so let's do an unboxing. Check out my potential future 100-mile-an-hour contender. That's the one I was talking about in the Osprey video. But I've had this one for a bit. It's just been waiting its turn to do a video on it. It's TFL Genesis 900. And when I ordered it, I was really on the fence as to which color to get. If you want a Genesis 900, they're available in this color or in this color. If you want a Genesis 1400, they're only available in this color. So I almost picked that color. Either way, I kind of lose, because this is paint scheme similar to the Zonda, and if I ordered in that color, then it would have been exactly the same as this boat. So, but I'm kind of glad I went with this one, because the Zonda, at the back of it, it's like gray back here, you know. But you look at the Genesis right there, and it's got a whole lot of blue on it. But this boat is 37 inches long. The Genesis is special to me. The Pursuit is the reason why I bought the other TFL boats. I bought the Pursuit. I liked it so much I bought some of the other boats. But really, the Genesis was responsible for all of it. I was at the pond driving one of the boats, and my friend was really interested in buying a boat. And he asked me, "Hey man, what do you think of the Genesis?" And at the time, I really didn't know, but I did a little bit of research about it. Hobby King at the time was selling the Genesis for $210. It was a single motor. It didn't have a carbon inlay or Kevlar inlay. It didn't have a radio. It didn't have a speed controller. It didn't have a steering servo. It did come with the motor. So even with all that stuff missing, it was a pretty good deal. $210. I looked at it, I told him, hey, we'll throw in a Seeking 180 in this thing and a $50 radio, and you're going to have $350 in it, and you're going to have a decent boat, and then now down the road we'll put a big motor in it. But just looking into the Genesis is what got me interested in the other TFL boats, and that was the reason why I bought the Pursuit. But here's my new, hopefully, 100-mile-an-hour contender. This thing has 36mm motors, very similar to what's in the Zonda. This one has Seeking 180s. It was ready to run. There's some stuff online as far as TFL boats go, saying that, you know, TFL boats aren't ready to run. Well, TFL offers 3 radio options for their boats. They offer a FlySky GT2 radio. This is a very cheap, very basic radio, but it works, especially if you get it with the FS A3 receiver, which is what I run in the 34-inch Cheetah. If you get it with that receiver, that radio has really good range. They also offer a FS3 transmitter. I'm not a fan of the FS3 because it takes 8 batteries. It takes 8 batteries. It's kind of a dated design. You know, we used to run old Futaba radios. I've been running Futaba radios for 20 years, and they all had 8 batteries. But the last 20 years, manufacturers have been only putting 4 batteries in the transmitters. So having a radio that has 8 batteries, it feels like you're holding a cordless drill in your hand. It feels kind of big and bulky. The third option that TFL offers is a FlySky GT5 transmitter. This is the one that I got with the red Cheetah. I have already converted 3 or 4 boats to this radio because it works really well. 20 20 model memory, 6-channel receiver, and the best range I have ever seen out of any radio. There isn't a radio for under $100 that has better range than that. I don't think there's a radio for under $200 that has better range than that radio. And I'm not sure if there's if any of the super high-end radios have better range than that radio. But those are the 3 radio options you can get. The GT5 works really well. The 6-channel BS6 receiver works really well. The hauls on these things are unique. It's a different haul than the Zonda or the Cheetah. It's an angled bottom. This thing came from TFL like this. It has upgraded drives, 4.7 6mm cables, which typically these things come with 4mm. And I ordered it with 1-piece drive shafts. So this boat is really ready to go. All I got to do to it is put the rudder on it, put some battery straps in it, mount some props on it, and this thing's pretty much ready to go. So let me know what you all think. Let me know which one of these you want me to run first. Set this down again. Yeah, let me know which one of these you want me to run first, and that's the one we're going to run. I think the little guy here, being that it has similar motors to what's in the Zonda, I think if we can keep her on the water and keep her from flipping, I think she's going to go extremely fast. And the big dog, we're just going to have to play with it and experiment with it. Should run pretty well also. I'm not one that's like other people on YouTube that are like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff. But if you're not subscribed to my channel, now wouldn't be a bad time to subscribe. I'm going to do lots of videos of both of these boats. And if you'd like to see those videos, feel free to join our team. And we're going to do videos of the other boats too. So I've been running Futaba radios for over 20 years. In 2005, I pretty much converted all my stuff over to Spectrum. In 2015, I started looking for even cheaper options. So I started using these Traxxas radios. You can pick these up for $50 and they work pretty well. 2017, I started looking for more options, or maybe 2018 now, and that's when I got the GT2. Like I said, if you get it with the FS83 receiver, it works really well. If you get it with the GR whatever, can't remember, GR3 something part number receiver, those receivers don't work that well. So get the FS83 receiver, or get the BS6 that comes with the GT5. Speaking of the GT5, I got this, like I said, with the Cheetah. I just got another GT5 with this, and I got another GT5 BS6 receiver with this. I don't need 3 radios. First person to tell me how fast the Zelos 48 went. It's in my videos. All you got to do is scroll down and find the video. But first person to tell me how fast the Zelos 48 went, I'm going to, not this one because this one's used, but I'm going to give you a brand new FlySky GT5 transmitter out of either this boat or that boat. I'm going to throw in a brand new FlySky BS6 receiver. This receiver will not be bound to the transmitter because the transmitter is bound to one of these boats. But first person to tell me how fast the Zelos 48 went gets a GT5 transmitter receiver on me. Alrighty, that's all I got. Thanks for watching.